What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Queen Nikki Show. Obviously, you guys saw the video of MSU. Y'all know what happened. The tragic event that happened at MSU. It was really, really sad, and I feel horrible for those those students, the teachers, everybody involved in the shooting, especially those that lost their lives. Um, Brian Fraser, Ariel Anderson, and Alexandria Verner were the three victims that actually lost their lives during the tragic shooting. So, our thoughts and our prayers go out to their friends and families. That was very, very scary. I have a cousin that actually attends MSU, and when we heard about it on the news, the first thing I did was, go into our group chat and make sure that she was okay, make sure that everything was like safe wherever she was, and she was in her room, and she said she was hiding in a closet, and she was like shaking and she was scared. So I can't even imagine how she was feeling or how any of the other students and teachers and faculty and anybody else was feeling um, when that happened. And the guy that, the guy that was shooting and doing all the extra stuff, being extra, he actually took his own life, which is crazy to me because I don't really condone anybody, taking their own lives, but it's just like, why take other people with you? Like, I don't get it. But we are definitely praying for MSU. I know the students, they return back to school. So I hope they are in good spirits. I hope they remain in good spirits. I hope they get into counseling and whatever else they may need. So, again, we are praying for MSU, and hopefully they have a good rest of their semester and everything else. All right, y'all. Jumping into my show. Welcome to the Queen Nikki Show, y'all. First of all, wrong show. Welcome to Tired as a Mother. I was doing my YouTube. Um, I was filming for YouTube too. But welcome to Tired as a Mother. You guys seem to like my episode with Miss Carrie. So I'll see if she is able to come back onto the show in a couple of weeks. But today I wanted to speak about a topic that a lot of you moms have been asking me about, and you guys want to know about when you go out of town, how do you pack for your kids? So, if you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel called The Queen Nikki Show, which is what I just was talking about. It's called The Queen Nikki Show, and on there I show you guys how to pack for your kids. I just packed for, well, not just, but over the summer we took our kids to Disney World, and I packed for them for that trip. But I'm going to kind of navigate you guys through what to pack and how to plan for a trip with kids, with little ones, because it's a lot when you have like kids and especially when you have like multiple kids. It's kind of a lot to remember everything that you need. And what I do basically is I write a list down of what I need for each kid, and it kind of helps me pack and it helps me go off of this list. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope you guys have your glass of wine, like I tell you guys every day or every week. Maya says it's time to wind down. Can you guys see that? There you go. Says it's time to wind down. We have a horrible snowstorm here today, so or ice storm, whatever it is. But it's horrible, so we are actually in the house today. My light just went out. Okay, y'all. So, when you want to pack for your babies, first of all, you need a plan together. So moms and dads. This goes for both. So when you are picking a destination for your kids, make, make sure that you pick a destination that is kid friendly. Like I said, we took our kids to Disney World, so we know that that's kid friendly. But if you want to take them to like Colorado or like Chicago or something. Pick things that kids can do because kids can get bored kind of fast and they need things to keep them entertained at all times. So pick a place that you know is kid friendly and that your kids may like. And then once you pick your destination, make sure that you pick a hotel or Airbnb or wherever you guys are going to be staying for that amount of time while you're on vacation. Make sure that that is also kid friendly as well. I'm just going to keep reverting back to our Disney trip, but we made sure that wherever we stayed, it was like kid friendly. It was like kids around and like things for them to do at all times in the hotel. Also, if you guys are planning on taking your kids so like a hotel or like on a cruise or anything, please make sure that you take like safety precautions because like on the cruises, if you get like a balcony room and stuff like that, please make sure that the doors are locked and closed at all times because we don't want the babies falling off the balconies or anything like that. So just make sure that you're watching them at all times as well. I mean, I'm sure you watch your kids, but you have to be extra cautious with balconies and kids because they really don't know. They're curious and they just like, wander around. Um, and then if you're driving or you're flying to your destination, like I said before, make sure that you are taking things that are keeping them entertained. So what I do when I pack for my kids for like a plane ride, I'll go to like the dollar store or something and I'll get like coloring books or like the like paints where they can just like paint but the paint won't go off of the page. It like stays on the page. Like I get that. I bring their tablets. I bring them tons of snacks. I make sure that if we have like a nighttime flight, I make sure that they are tired. So by the time we get on the flight, they're like tired out, and then they'll eventually like go to sleep. And they're no problem on the plane, even though my kids, they like to make a lot of noise on the planes. So just make sure you pack a lot of things for them to be entertained and keep um, them quiet on like the plane or dry or the plane train. However you decide to get to your destination, just make sure that the kids are entertained. Now, as far as packing wise goes, um, there is a lot of stuff that you need to pack. So me personally, like I said, I'm going to keep reverting back to um, Florida. I'm going to just talk about like situations where it's hot outside. So I'm going to tell you guys things to pack when it's like really hot outside. You obviously want to always make sure that you pack like a small little fan because the kids do get really hot and they can overheat. And they can get dehydrated. So make sure that you're packing like a fan. Make sure that you're packing them a water bottle to keep on them, like put it in their stroller. Make sure you pack a stroller and then put the water bottle inside the stroller. There are also like little ice cubes that you can put inside your kids' cups that they just stay frozen. You would have to like look on Amazon or something for those. Or I heard they're even in Walmart, but they're like ice cubes that you just like put in the freezer. They have like some kind of jelly inside of them. You put them in the freezer and then you put them in the cup. They stay cold all day and they keep your kids' water, juice, whatever they're drinking cold all day long. Or you can get like those little thermo cups that keeps the kids like their drinks either hot or cold all day. Whatever you choose to do is up to you, but make sure that you are keeping them hydrated at all times, and make sure you're keeping their fans on at all times as well. Give me 1 second. Um, see, electronics, as far as like I told you guys, like their chargers, their tablets. Make sure that they have like headphones. Like if you guys are flying or getting on a plane or anywhere there are other people around, and like you don't want your kids to be like screaming around like other people, so make sure you get like headphones for them to keep them entertained, so like everybody can't hear their tablets or iPads or whatever. um, and make sure that you have their charger just in case it dies. Make sure you have a backup charger and a backup charger just for that backup charger, because we don't want any outbursts on the planes or whatever. Okay, so moms, when you are flying, I would say like 95% of the time, you should probably pack your kids' um, birth certificates, because they may ask for your child's birth certificate in the airport. I know for a fact when we got to the airport, I think with Riley, I believe. I can't quite remember, but we got to the airport and they were like, "Yeah, we need the birth certificate." And so just make sure you have the birth certificate just in case. They may not ask, but you just always want to be prepared at all times. Make sure that you're packing um clothing that's suitable for wherever you're going. Like if you're going like up to the mountains to like ski and stuff, obviously you're not going to bring them shorts. So you need to pack based on wherever you're heading to. So like we went to Florida again. We went to Florida and I packed. If we're staying 5 days, I'm going to pack my kids 10 outfits, because you never know. So it's like I packed them like an outfit to wear during the day, and I packed them like an outfit to put in their diaper bag. I actually packed like 15 outfits, honestly. Um, but just to be safe, you can pack 10, 6, 9, whatever. Um, but I always pack like an outfit for them to wear there, for an outfit for them to change into in their diaper bag, and then an outfit for like nighttime, or like if you guys like plan to go out after you like go to the park, or whatever you guys decide to do. Just make sure that they have an abundance of clothes, diapers, wet wipes. You don't ever want to run out of that stuff. um, Diaper rash cream, sunscreen. Make sure that you guys are packing sunscreen for these kids, because their skin is so sensitive. So make sure that you're packing sunscreen at all times. I don't care if it's hot or cold outside, put sunscreen on your babies. That's what my kid's doctor told me. You can still put sunscreen on your babies, and it's like -1 degrees outside. Um, I said the water bottles, the fans. Okay, so y'all probably about to judge me, okay? But I packed my kids like a little leash, because okay, so we went on to Amazon. They have like these cute little like it's a leash, But it's like a little backpack in it. You can get it like in a butterfly or um whatever. Like I've seen some with like little monkeys and butterflies and like ladybugs. You can make it look cute. We got like a Minnie Mouse one for our kids, but they have like the one that you strap onto their back. You strap it to them, and then like it's like the little leash. Or you have one. They have one. I call it like the handcuff, where it's um like a little string, and you tie it to your hand, and then you tie it to your kid's hand so they can't like run off. And if they choose to like run, they can't go too far away from you. We had to get those because my kids don't like to sit down for very long, so if they chose to get out of the um strollers, we would have the little leash thing for them so that they won't get lost. That's the only reason I tell you guys to get those, so that your kids will not get lost, or somebody won't pick your kids up and like run off with your kids. I don't trust anybody. So um I always try to make sure that I have something with me. Even like the little kangaroo pouch, like the little carrier that we all every mom gets when we have a baby. You have the little carrier, and you just like carry your baby on you. So you can carry your baby on the front of you, or you can carry your baby on the back of you. I don't care how you carry your child or how you keep up with your child. Just make sure that you have something to keep up with your child, because we don't need any instances where we're all the way in the back of Disney World, and then your kid's all the way in the front of Disney World, and they're calling you on a speaker like, "Can you come get your kid from the front?" Because that's embarrassing, first of all. Um, and then obviously make sure that you guys are bringing a stroller. So someone asked me, how do you have to pay for your stroller when you get on the plane? And no, you don't. You don't have to pay for your stroller. You just check it basically, or yeah, like you let them know that the stroller needs to go onto the plane. So you roll it onto the runway, not the runway, whatever that thing is when you're about to get onto the plane. You roll it up there, you take your kid out before you walk onto the plane, and they put a tag on it. And then once you get off the plane, your stroller is sitting right there. So no, you don't have to pay for it at all. Someone also asked me about luggage for your kids. So I went to Target because I try to save space all the time. So I went to Target, and I actually let my kids pick out their own suitcase. I mean, like one suitcase, and it's a carry on, but I fold my kids' clothes so small that everything can go in there, like their clothes and everything can go in there. Um, both of their clothes, both sets of their clothes can go in the suitcase for both of my kids. So I went to Target, and I got the suitcase, and I got them a luggage tag as well, just in case anything was to happen to the suitcase. I had the little luggage tag on there, filled out and everything. Um, so if anything was to get lost, damaged, or whatever, they can call me and let me know. Hey, your bag is here. Whatever, whatever. So as far as your luggage goes, when you take it into the airport, you can either take a checked bag, guys, or you can take a carry on. Me personally, um, if I'm just packing, like normally I'll always um, check, like, I'll check my kids like clothes and stuff if we don't have like a lot of stuff. But if we have like their car seats and the stroller and stuff like rolling, like going through the airport with us, we're going to check that bag. So that's one less bag we have to carry through the airport. So when you check a bag, I do believe you have to pay for that. I think it depends on what airport or airline you go through. I'm not sure if it's like $25 or $50 to check your bag, but we definitely will do that. But if we don't have our like strollers, well, we always have our strollers, but if we don't have our car seats, then we're just gonna have like bring a carry on, make sure everything is with us, put it right on the plane, and then that's it. Um, when you have a carry on bag, you do not have to pay for your bag. You're carrying it on. But ladies, if you've never flown before with your kid, or if you've never flown before at all, you need to know that you cannot carry like large liquid containers onto the plane. Like they have to be like travel size containers to carry them onto the plane. So like your big mouthwash and anything else, you can't carry that onto the plane. Um, your kid's formula. Okay, so we went through the airport and they tested my baby's formula to make sure that there was nothing in it. And then they told me, okay, so I had my baby's like bottles made already, like the formula in it, the water was in it. I shook it up and then and put it into like their diaper bag and sent the diaper bag through like TSA and everything. And TSA like flagged us down and they were like, yeah, we have to test this milk and stuff like that. We need to test the milk and the formula to make sure there's nothing in it and all of that. So I was really confused about that, but I didn't know that you can't make your kid's bottle until you get through TSA. You can bring like the can of formula, but you just can't put the water inside of it. So there's a tip for you guys. Make sure you don't bring um, or make sure you don't make the full bottle before you get through TSA, because I had no idea that you couldn't do that, and they were definitely like rummaging through like our luggage and like testing out the milk and stuff. Like I don't know what people would even bring on like the plane. You would like through like milk, like the baby's milk. I don't know, but just don't do that because we definitely um had to go back and like pour the milk out and stuff like that, and that irritated me so bad because you guys know how much milk costs and we had to pour it out. So don't do that. So also when you're going through TSA, you have to I guess it kind of depends on the TSA agent, because at one point we could just like push the babies through the little thing. I don't know what it's called. Like, when you go through and you put your hands up and then the little thing circles around you. But we were able to push the babies through um, here in Michigan. But then when we got to Florida, when it was time for us to come back home, we had to take them out of the stroller, take everything out of the stroller, push the stroller through, and then we had to like walk the babies through the little thing. So it kind of depends on, I guess, the airport and the TSA agent, but be prepared to take your kids out of the strollers and the little carrying case and everything else, because it's a lot of work traveling with kids. It's just like stressful, and you already know how fast TSA goes, and then they like have an attitude when you're going through TSA. So it's like you just want to just make sure you're doing everything right. Make sure like when you're in line, you start taking your kids out of the little carrier, taking them out of the strollers and everything, and make sure there are no issues, no problems, because it's very annoying going through TSA. And then the kids are like confused, like, why do we have to get out? It's just a whole mess. So just make sure that the babies are out of the carrying case and the strollers and whatever else they have. Also, if you're going through once you get through TSA is the worst part of your airport experience. But like once you get through TSA, you can go and buy snacks for your babies. You can go and buy, dinner, lunch, whatever for your kids. Just, don't bring like any liquid through TSA because they're gonna take it from you. And like a Vaseline like this, like a big one, they literally threw it away. It was brand new. Like they literally threw it away. And my kids use this all the time and they threw it away. And I was so mad. It's just like you kind of really have to like comb through like everything that you pack for your kids. Be for you and your kids because like it's like the smallest thing. Like I didn't think that they would throw like a little Vaseline away, but they definitely threw it away because it's a weight limit you um that you have to go by. And when you go in Target, Walmart, Walgreens, there is like a dollar section and in the dollar section it's like a travel section and they give you like the appropriate sizes for your travels. So just make sure that you're packing like travel size stuff. Even with your kids' food, like if you want to pack like cereal and like little puff things that you get from like Target or whatever, they have travel containers too. So make sure that you're putting that food in those travel containers because you don't want them to throw anything away, especially if it's for your kids and if it's going to keep your kids calm. Make sure that you are packing that the way that it's supposed to be packed because we don't need we don't need to be any outbursts. Somebody said, to be honest, I feel like we get special treatment going with the girls going through TSA. Yes, we've had a few good experiences going through TSA with the girls, especially because our girls, they like to charm people. Like they like to like smile and like model and like they get us like out of a lot of different situations. So we love taking them we love taking them anywhere. I'm trying to think of anything else that you guys may need while you're packing. I said the water bottles. You guys just have to go and check out my packing video because I have so much stuff on there that you may need um for your babies. It's like crazy. And a lot of stuff that I pack for my kids, a lot of it, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I either found it at Walmart, Walgreens, or one of my kids is right here. Walmart, Walgreens, or Target. And I found it's a Walgreens up the street from us, guys. Go check out Walgreens because they have the cutest character fans in there. Like the little fans I was just telling you about, and they're half of the price that they are on Amazon. So go and check it out. Um, make sure you get you a couple of those, and you can actually use them too for yourself. They have fans in there for you, for the kids, for the whole family. So go in there and check it out. Don't sleep on Walgreens, y'all. Okay. Oh, jeez. People always like sleeping on Walgreens. Um, I think that that is all that I have for you guys for traveling with the babies. Y'all pack your patience, okay? That's the biggest thing. Pack your patience because travel day is a lot and it's very, very stressful. So you have to make sure that you get enough sleep before travel day because it can be very overwhelming because it's like I keep saying, when you go through the airport, everything is moving so fast. When you're going through like TSA, everything is like moving. TSA is like screaming and like you have to be damn near butt naked going through TSA because they want hoodies off, they want your socks and your shoes off, they want you to draw blood. Just kidding, they don't want you to draw blood. But if if something comes up suspicious on your body, it could be like I went through TSA one time. I had a bobby pin in my head, and they like swiped my hands and made sure I didn't have any bomb stuff on me. So just pack your patience and make sure that your kids are okay going through TSA. Make sure that you're fine going through TSA, um, and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. But that is all I have for you guys. Again, we are definitely praying for those MSU students that just returned back to school. Um, we'll definitely keep them in our prayers. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, y'all know where to find me because y'all always dropping comments and y'all always sliding into my DMs, um, telling me about new topics that I need to talk about. But that is all I have for you guys today. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. And thank you. I'll see y'all next week.